Hello and welcome to the Streamline and Shine podcast. Our family virtual assistant agency's absolute passion is helping time-poor female entrepreneurs with those ridiculously long to-do lists, because we all know how they get longer instead of shorter. We're going to be covering topics from social media to marketing, systems and processes to outsourcing, and so much more, so that you can see what's possible for you and your business. Hello and welcome back to the Streamline and Shine podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about something that most CEOs don't like to admit that they're guilty of: micromanaging. Yeah, I said it. I know you do. So if you're the kind of business owner who checks in on every task, rewrites your VA's captions, or feels the need to just quickly check what's been done before it goes out, this one's for you. So here's the thing: hovering over your team doesn't make you a great leader, it makes you the bottleneck. And today I want to show you how to spot when you're doing it, why it happens, and what to do instead, so that you can step back and actually lead. So you didn't start your business thinking you'd end up being a control freak, right? But it happens. Micromanaging usually comes from fear. Fear that things will go wrong, fear clients will notice a mistake, fear that no one can do it like you can. And for a while, that perfectionism feels protective. It's like, if I just do it myself, it'll be done right. But what actually happens, you end up exhausted, your team gets demotivated, and everything still depends on you. And that is exactly what we need to try and avoid. So if your team are constantly checking in for approval, or if nothing moves forward unless you sign it off, that's not leadership, that's babysitting. And honestly, it's not sustainable. You can't grow a business when you're the only person with the keys to progress. Quick break before we get into the good stuff. And if you're listening to this and thinking, yeah, this is me, I'm the bottleneck and I don't even know where to start fixing it, then I've got something for you. It's our secret podcast called Scaling a Shit Show, and it's completely free. It's where I strip back all the polished business advice and talk about the real behind the scenes fixes that actually help you step out of the chaos. So if you want your business to stop depending on you for every little thing, grab the link in the show notes and listen to Scaling the Shit Show. It comes out on Monday the 3rd of November. It's spicy, it's honest, and it will change how you run your business. So here's the thing. Leading is about trust, direction, and empowerment. Controlling is about fear, perfectionism, and insecurity. Leadership says, here's the goal, here's the standard, I trust you to figure it out. Control says, do it this exact way or I'll redo it myself. Leaders create autonomy, micromanagers create anxiety. And that's not just within you, it's within your team as well. So when you lead, your team feels that ownership. They care about the result because it's theirs, not just yours. When you control, they disengage, because why bother giving their best if you'll just change it anyway? And the sneaky part, micromanaging often looks like you're helping, but really you're just keeping yourself stuck in the shit, basically. So let me give you some practical ways to step back. First off, I want you to define clear roles. If people don't know what they're responsible for, they'll either do nothing or they'll do it wrong, and you'll end up stepping in. Write down who owns what, every task, every project, every decision, because that clarity is magic. The next thing I want you to do is set expectations and KPIs. Instead of hovering over the how, focus on the what. Tell your team the end goal, the deadline, and what success looks like, then step back. Review the result, not every micro step along the way. The next step is to build trust and earn it back. Trust is built through consistency. Start with low risk tasks and gradually step back from the bigger ones. And if something goes wrong, please don't panic. Just use it as feedback and a learning curve, not a reason to grab the reins again. You can't demand independence from a team you've trained to rely on you for every answer. So you can even use systems to support this, like weekly updates, shared dashboards, or progress reports in something like Basecamp, Asana, things like that. So you always know what's happening without needing to chase. So one of our clients had this exact problem. She'd hired a brilliant team, but she just couldn't let go. She was rechecking everything, rewriting captions, sitting in every client meeting. So together we built out proper roles, we introduced project dashboards, and we set up one weekly CEO update instead of 100 Slack messages. Within a month, she'd stopped working evenings, her team felt trusted again, and the business ran more smoothly, all because she stopped micromanaging and started leading instead. So if you know now that you've been hovering, second guessing, or stepping in too much, this is your sign. Micromanaging doesn't make you a great leader, it makes you the bottleneck, and that is not what any CEO wants to be. So start small this week. I want you to pick one task that you'll fully delegate, communicate what a great result looks like with your team, and then let your team run with it. Then leave it alone. Review the outcome, not the process. Because once you've got the outcome, you can then see the gaps and the leaks in the process. And that is leadership, and that's how you build a business that doesn't need you glued to it 24/7. Okay, I would love to know how you've got on doing this if you're going to give it a go. So you can text the show, you can drop us a DM on Instagram, or you can drop us an email. All the details will be in the show notes. I'll see you next week, and until then, keep streamlining and shining. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Streamline and Shine. If you have questions on what we covered inside, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Bolton_virtual_solutions, or you can email us at teambolton@boltonvirtualsolutions.co.uk. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing community and are always here to support you. If you'd like to be interviewed on a future episode, please drop us an email letting us know which topic you'd like to speak about, and we'll get back to you. See you on the next episode, lovelies.